Video, I'd like to write a Python script to automate the process of enumerating script in the source code of a specific site. As a pen tester, I think you know this very well. In many cases, we need to know whether the site has some scripts, especially JavaScript like a jQuery framework, and check against the vulnerability database to see whether such version of JavaScript or framework is out of date. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. Of course, as usual, I will use the DVWA application as our target to enumerate. Okay, so now we can start. First of all, we need to import some modules. For example, the first major module would be requests. This module can make the request to be much easier. And the second module would be sys module, which can help us to capture users' input. And then we want to import the beautiful soup. This module, this is the third-party module, which can help to extract text in the source code. For example, like title tag, like body tag, like a tag. So any tag in the source code, and also the attributes. For example, like href link of the a tag, or the source a link of the script tag. In this case, would be source code, the script tag. Okay, and also I'd like to import the URL lib pass URL join. So this, because sometimes the source link is not the complete form, we need to combine, or we need to join the base URL and the source link. Okay, so now we can define the conditional. If the program is executed, and then the following code would be run, we can use the pass and except index error, print the usage. The usage should be URL and followed by the cookie values. Optionally, of course, this is the optional argument, because sometimes some page need to be authenticated first. And again, the first element in this list. And also we can print the example. For example, the URL DVWA application, and also some followed by the cookie. Of course, we can get the cookie value from the browser like Firefox. And the cookie value, what we can get is in the form of string. In order to use the cookie with the request module, we need to convert it to the dictionary. Okay, now we can see a guy, and then we can exit the program. Okay, if no such index error, then we can capture the user's input. So sys archive, the second element in this list. If the length sys archive is larger than 2, it means that the user has already specified the cookie, and then we can sys archive If not, then we can use learn to define this cookie string value or add variable, and then we can call the main function. We need to pass two arguments, the cookie string. This function we didn't define yet. Define the main URL cookie string, and we can pass. First of all, we need to define the function to convert the cookie string. If the cookie is like this one, for example, we can copy and paste in the header. As you can see over here, sometimes the cookie value consists of two or even more parts. For example, this would be the first part, and the second part is separated by the comma. And then how to do? We can if comma in cookie string, then we can for each in cookie string split. And then of course we need to define the dictionary first, and the cookies first. Also, of course, the first part we also need to split by the equal. Split equal, and the first element we can copy, and this should be the value. You know, dictionary is the data structure of the key and its value. Okay, if no comma, we can use the cookie dictionary, and then cookie string split, and the first element we can copy. Okay, now we can return the cookie dictionary. All right, next I think I'd like to define the function to retrieve the page or code. Maybe code is more correct. URL and the cookie string. If cookie string is not long, and then we can response requests get URL, the cookie is equal to convert cookie and cookie string. Okay, very straightforward. If user doesn't specify the cookie, then we can response requests get URL. Okay, and then if response status code, and then we can return response text. Okay, now we come to the main function. First of all, we need to retrieve the page, retrieve the code URL and the cookie string. Okay, and then we can use beautiful soup module to extract the text. So this should be response and HTML parser script text is HTML find all script. Okay, if it's not long, and then we can make loop for script in script tags, and the link should be script. We can use URL join URL and script. We need to get its attribute, source attribute, and then we want to retrieve this cookie. Okay, and then of course we want to response this is the script source code, and then we can print out this code. Okay, if not, we can print no script is found in the page. Okay, so I think it's good to go. Then we can come to the terminal. We can run. If we didn't specify the URL or cookie, and then will give us or prompted by the usage and example, and we can copy the URL and then the cookie, press enter. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the JavaScript code of the site. Okay, of course, if the source code has multiple or has more than one script, all of them will be printed out. And then afterwards, if you want to check, for example, like a version, if the site is using jQuery, and then we can use regular or just use string search to find or to check whether this version of jQuery code is vulnerable or not. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.